checking in for an episode of 6kicks, of course, brought to you by Metro by T-Mobile. And today, I have a guest that, we've kind of been planning this for a while. We've been talking about this. You're super busy, but I finally got Ed on the show. I'm super excited. I know he's going to have some heat, but of course, first I got to talk about my shoe. So today, these are my favorite beaters, and I've had these for forever. Like, I've probably had these for at least 8 or 9 years, and I wear them all the time. They were with me through the streets of New York, my ASIC Gel Light 3s, and I consider myself to be a great sneaker collector because I don't just wear Nike, I don't just wear Jordan, but I wear Adidas and ASICs and everything else, and so I had to show off something a little different today, so I had to pull out the ASICs for y'all. I still love these shoes. I don't care. They're done, but I still love them. But now we can talk about your shoes, so I'm ready to jump right in. I know you got some heat. Let's get started. All right, so of course the first shoes is the everydays, and you got 2 pair.
Well, yeah, I had to do 2 pairs just because I think the colors and the colorway on this Jordan 3 is it's classic. It's, it's standing the test of time. And being your everyday shoe, I think I switched back and forth wearing not these 2 exact shoes because I updated. But I switched back and forth between those for years.
Definitely an update. Yeah. This right here.
This one's a little bit different. I mean, you got the it's a Tinker JTH. I got these actually up at exhibition, and it's just a beautiful shoe. It's got the Nike on there, the Nike Air in the back, and it's just pebbled leather, soft, comfortable. And then, of course, this is the most classic model you'll catch. I started off with these probably 2000 maybe. Might even had them younger than that. But, just the cement colorway and the comfortable and the effect of the shoe, jeans, sweatpants, whatever. It's a great shoe to have.
How long have you been doing the sneaker thing? How long have you been into sneakers?
I think I really got into it probably around 6th grade.
Okay.
6th grade is I started knowing what was coming out, and
that's when you get
wanted to get it. But I kind of knew the player shoes before, and I want the player shoes more than I know the broad spectrum of everything.
That's an acceptable age of you are. Sorry, somebody's eating cookies back here. They just had me so distracted. But that's a good age because it's you start taking care of your shoes. You're not out playing in them.
Yeah.
You actually know and value your shoes.
Yeah, you know what's what.
So that's acceptable age.
But yeah, that's pretty much my everyday.
And if anybody wants an update, no, I still do not own a pair of 3s. Maybe 2019 will change my mind.
You
but
gotta get into it. I guess.
I gotta feel it. I don't feel it yet, but I might get there. All right, let's see what's next. Cameo by the cookies. Shout out to Omar over here with the cookies. So, what shoe are we on? Are we on all-nighters? All-nighters, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of change the all-nighter category a little bit. I watched a little bit trying to do my homework before I came up here today, and I kind of see that people are doing the all-nighter shoe as what you stayed up all night to get. What do you stay up all night in? So, this is when I kind of go to a little bit of a different category. And these shoes are brand new. I just got them 2 days ago, probably.
Oh, and they're not even your recent cop?
So they're, you gotta go high fashion market, Dior. It's called the B22. It's white. It's got the 3M on it. It's a pretty expensive shoe, but I like the aesthetics of it. When you're out at night and you take a picture and you get the big flash off your shoe, it's kind of cool to see that, come to life on your pictures. So my all-nighter is a shoe that I'll stay up all night in.
Okay, that's
you work hard every day, you can kind of play a little bit at night. All right.
That's a good play on it, and these are some dope shoes.
Yeah. So they're
flex. This is a flex right here.
It's a good one for the show, I think.
It is a good one for the show. So, nice choice.
That's pretty much it with this one though. It's just I got another pair of black. I like to do kind of black and white when I kind of like something, so I kind of can do different outfits and different looks and always have something to go with it.
So these are kind of on the dad shoe kind of wave. So, are you feeling the
Yeah,
the trend?
I think that the dad shoe is kind of comfortable. I mean, the ones I'm not gonna wear the Air, what are they, the Monarch or Mercurial?
Yeah, I know.
Crazy. I'm not gonna wear that, but I'm gonna definitely wear 7 Yeezys, 700s, and I think I bought the Gucci dad shoes. But I just think that this one is the cleanest one. So
I actually like these. So
you could go static or you could go Dior. It's up to you.
Might as well go big or go home, huh?
So.
It is 6kicks. You gotta come hard. All right, that cookie was good, by the way. But moving on to the tragic story. So what? These don't look too tragic.
I'll be honest, this pair isn't tragic, but the story kind of around what I could formulate with the shoe is kind of tragic. 2009, I moved from Atlanta to Nashville, starting dental school, and there was a huge flood. And I literally had just got there, so I don't think I had moved into my apartment yet. And I had a bunch of shoes in storage. You know, I'm staying at my grandparents' house, so I got a couple pairs of shoes over at their house. But I had like a huge collection at that time, probably, you know, shoes that you catch through high school, probably a little bit younger than that, especially this pair.
Right.
But, you know, I lost all my shoes in a flood.
Whew.
So the storage box flooded. It was outside. It was like torrential rain.
That's
you know,
the
people were
worst.
boating in the middle of the street. And I lost basically like 130 pairs of shoes. Being two of the most sentimental pairs of me were the first pair I ever had of these. You know, Air Penny 1s. When I was growing up, Little Penny was, you know, a whole thing to me. And I got family from Memphis, so I was big on Penny Hardaway.
Right.
I remember this being one of the first guys' shoes where I was like, I gotta have this shoe.
Yeah.
And, you know, just being able to replace this shoe kind of tells a tragic story for me, because every time I look at these, I remember
the first pair
you know, the first pair I had all the way up through to here. But it formulates that story. You know, I lost, immense amounts of heat.
Look, that's rough. I remember before we shot the first episode, which was my episode of 6kicks, there was some rain and my whole basement flooded, and that's where all my shoes were. Lucky for me, I'm really weird about, I don't even like keep my shoes on the floor, so I had them in like bags on tables, and so I got to save a lot of them. But I was so nervous when I woke up and I was like, the basement's flooded.
Water went up 4.5 feet high into my storage box. So everything in there was pretty much trash. The ironic thing was kids staying in school, my diploma and all my graduation stuff was up at the top, so I still have that.
Hey.
But, you know, getting this shoe and being able to replace it, this shoe will always remind me of, you know, what I had before. And, you know, I kind of went crazy after that trying to rebuild.
Right.
But,
well, it's nostalgic. Definitely a tragic story, but it's nice you were able to recop a pair. Yeah. So, happy ending.
Definitely. But, you know, dope colorway, Orlando Magic fan.
Absolutely. These are kind of classics. These are pretty. Some people sleep on these. Like, people don't know.
First time I ever met Penny, I went to his camp and I had these
First time I ever met Penny. Yeah. Let's start the story back. Yeah, Run that back. Time,
you know, he's a noob. Shout out to the noobs. But, you know, like I said, a lot of my family's from Memphis. His grandma and my grandma were friends, and you know, growing up, I'd always go to his camps and follow him, and you know, I got to take plenty of pictures with him and stuff like that.
That adds even more.
So yeah, that's what I was saying. It's a big sentimental value, especially you know, wearing the shoes I first met him in, and actually having them, and then losing them, being able to replace them is a big deal.
That's a great story.
Yep. All right.
Well, I'm glad you were able to recop those. You know, you've re-upped. Did you get a good deal on them at least?
Yeah, I think that's when I had a Nike employee account.
Oh, so you got a good deal on them?
I think I did for these, because that was probably during that time frame.
Well, I know somebody else who can give you a good deal. Not on some shoes, but if you need a new phone, Metro by T-Mobile got you.
$11.99 and $1,200.
What you doing?
Counting the $1,200 a year I saved when I switched the fam to Metro. Oh, yeah.
That's smart.
Save $1,200 a year over AT&T and Verizon on a great network. Metro by T-Mobile.
Metro gave me a good deal on my phone, so of course I'm going to use it to take pictures of this shoe. You guys know I love this shoe. So now we're talking about lucky moments.
Okay, this one is definitely my lucky moment. What happened was, I didn't have a way to get them. I'm not, like I said, you know, with the all-nighter thing, I'm not really with standing outside all night. And so I never had tried StockX before, ever.
Okay.
I was out of town, and the day they came out, I was going to be on a plane, so there's no way I could get them. So, like, 3 days before the release, I think it was like a Monday or Tuesday release, I think, I ended up trying to use StockX for the first time ever. And I literally probably didn't know what I was doing, and I just put in a bid, and I think I had bid like $360, which is like super cheap. I'm like, there's no way that I'm going to be able to get these shoes. You know, they're going for $500-600 a week ago. And I woke up the next morning and I I normally check my email in the morning, but I didn't check my email.
Right.
So I just kept going on with my day. And then I go back like the next morning, because I literally didn't check it the whole day. I went back the next morning, I look, won a pair of shoes at 3:26 in the morning. I'm like, what are you talking about?
What?
Go back, look, it was these.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, I'm blowing up Omar's phone because I'm like, StockX can't be real. It has to be counterfeit.
Can't be real.
There's no way I just got these shoes for this cheap. But it really happened in real life. So, you know, lucky moment for me was, you know, getting the blessing to have these. These are amazing shoes. I think, you know,
definitely
the fray on them because, you know, I like to wear my kicks. So.
And you said
I got a little dirty bottom, you know.
We talked about this
dirty on the inside.
This is your shoe of the year. This is your shoe of the year.
Definitely the shoe of the year last year.
So my shoe of the year, which was the 87s, the Nike Element React 87s, was to me the shoe of the year. Maybe because I didn't get these, but funny enough, my first time using StockX, and that's how I got those. And I got them for super cheap, and I was like,
so you might have to use that one too. You might have to use that one. So, you know, shout out to StockX. Y'all got tax now, so I don't know if we can use you too much, but this was the steal of the year last year. I mean, $375, and then 2 days later, $750, $800. So
that's a win right there. That's a win.
But
definitely a lucky moment.
Yeah, that's my lucky moment, guys.
Well, I want to see your prized possession. So what you got? Prized possession. Some off-white.
Yeah, that's you know, this is an easy call. It's easy call. I mean, Jordan 1, Off-White, UNC. Prized possession, 2 reasons. One, I never win raffles. Actually won. So I paid retail for these, which is automatically can qualify for Grail status.
That's a win.
She was going for $1,100. The second reason is shout out to the guy, one of my favorite sneakerheads is Perfect Pair. He's out in like Arizona or Nevada or California, one of the two. He's out in the desert, and I wore these out one night, and I always, you know, I'm a big proponent. Like I said, it was saying wear your kicks, and he kind of got me to saying that because that's what he always used to say, you know, on his YouTube videos early on. Wear your kicks, wear your kicks, wear your kicks, and I guess, you know, one of my friends, I think it was Omar probably again, you know, I think he's pretty much in touch with the guy and had forwarded him on my story where I said it when I had him on that night, and he DM'd me about it. So I was like, that was dope.
Awesome.
Like, that was super dope. You know, one of my idols, you know, but this shoe is just amazing. I mean, the quality, you know, I love wearing my shoes, so the fray, the way the flap falls,
I like
amazing.
the look of these when they're worn. Like, I like the way these look. I always feel some type of way about people in, like, super crispy shoes. I'm like, if it's not your first time wearing them, like, what are you doing to your shoes? Like, are you, like, I don't know. How do you walk? Like, what are you doing? But I like a worn look on a shoe, so I can appreciate that. And that's cool that your idol got to reach out to you about your prized possession. So that's nice.
Yeah, that was kind of dope. So that definitely, you know, those two things made my prized possession. Definitely.
I like it. The last story is, of course, the recent cop, and you have been busy, huh?
I mean, I try to hang around. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I mean, this shoe, the Yeezy, I'll start with that one. Zebra, you know, this is probably my third pair. When I wear them down, I try to sell them. But these just re-released, so this is the newest model. I haven't even put it on yet. But it's just a good shoe to have. I mean, I feel like everybody works so hard to get it for so long. You know, just to have it and hold on to it is always a good thing. But the Zebra colorway, you can wear it with so many different things. You know, you could do it summer with no socks. You could go out, you know, jeans. And it's always like a good shoe.
They're so comfortable.
Yeah.
They're just so comfortable. It's
definitely
crazy.
top 5 most comfortable shoes of all time.
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely. Just one of these. And second one, it's a big fuss in the sneaker community, I guess, recently.
Yes.
But not for resales. You know, another Jordan 1 is just classic. You know, Jordans are timeless things that you'll always be able to wear. But like I said, I try to get newer models because I like to wear my shoes. So pick these up, not for resale. It's got no photo on the back of the one. Please crease on the other shoe. And these are just dope. I mean, pebbled leather. You got, you know, just every element of almost an original Jordan is here.
Absolutely.
And then throwing on the not for resale is just.
I like these because it goes back to the message we were talking about like wear your shoes and like just appreciate what you have. You don't have to resell everything. Like, I like these because they're really like wear me. Like.
Yeah, I mean they were definitely for resale, but
of course.
not. You know, when you can get them and have them. I think I actually got got these for a good deal, but these
yeah.
are just great shoes. I mean, I wear them all the time.
Yeah, and they were hard to get.
Yeah, so.
They're a dope shoe though.
So I think that's pretty much it with that one. I think
Sums it up.
There's a couple other cops I think in between here, but you know, I think
because I mean,
these
you
are,
just pulled those Dior's. You said you got.
Yeah, like I said, there's a couple more recent ones, but I think these two, you know, kind of sum up, you know, the elements of where the sneaker game's at right now. I mean, you're either going heavy into Jordan or Off-White Nike, or you're gonna go heavy into the Yeezy stuff.
Very true.
I think that, you know, they've done a great job. I mean, you don't have to always agree with what somebody says to wear their shoe, but you should always still, you know what I'm saying, support it. It's a dope shoe.
So then with that, let me ask you this, the last question. So we got Nike, we got Adidas. Any brands you think might come up that are coming up, surprising you that you weren't expecting? Like,
it looks, I mean, it just depends on what you're looking for. I mean, there's other brands that are always going to be popular. I mean, you don't have to wear this stuff. You could be a guy who likes Vans and be just like a Van head,
and
or
still be fly.
New Balance guy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my friends from DC rock all New Balance and all Asics.
Yep.
So, you know, it just depends on, I guess, the region where you're from, or, you know, what you grew up seeing people wear. But, you know, to me, I always was a Nike guy. I think Kanye kind of got me back, jumped into Adidas a little bit. But, you know, and kind of like, you know, the Ultra Boost, that whole thing was kind of cool thing to mount on. But, I mean, Nike hasn't gone anywhere.
Right, they're not going
life.
anywhere.
Yeah, they're not going
no
anywhere
time
at
soon.
all.
I will say, I personally am surprised. Puma.
Yeah, I
Puma's
think
been surprising me lately.
They made a lot of good moves, especially, you know,
Absolutely.
with the way that they're running their company now and getting Jay-Z involved, and then also picking up the basketball players like they did. I mean, they probably got a very bright future ahead of them in terms of that. So definitely Puma's always going to be one that I would agree with.
I agree. But we know who the Kings are right now.
Yeah.
We know where it is.
Yeah.
All right, so with that being said, I appreciate you for coming on the show.
Oh, no problem.
You definitely did not disappoint. Yeah. I love it. You had a bunch of stuff we haven't seen, and I love seeing new stuff, especially because we're only on episode 2 of season 4. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Thank you to Metro by T-Mobile. I'm Sax Girl Genius. This is 6kicks, and we will see you next time.
See y'all later.